Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lawyer to know a lawyer. And as a lawyer, I want to point out what my colleague just did at the beginning of his talk. He redefined the question. The question tonight is whether Google violates its "Don't Be Evil" motto. The question is whether Google is evil or not. And that's what I want to talk to you about, and I want to urge you to vote no on the resolution. To find that Google is evil, you have to find that people who cut in line are evil. You have to find that bruised apples are evil. You have to find that flat tires are evil. These things are not evil. Evil is Hitler. Evil is Stalin. Evil is Pol Pot. Evil is Dr. Evil. That's somewhat definitional. Google is not evil. Now you have to make some sense of the term to understand these concepts. Now, perhaps that phrase was intended in a sort of let's not be a greasy corporation sense. Even by that standard, Google is not evil. Google is great. Google brings information and empowerment to the masses in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. Try it now. Think about how you would have found out information just a few years ago. It's a little hard to remember for oldsters like me, but it was very hard. Today it's much easier. Now there are lots of complaints about Google. Holders of copyrights say, Google's making use of my copyrights and my property. And da-da. In fact, Google is making that material more available and more valuable for copyright holders. Holders of trademarks complain precisely because Google is using trademarks in an appropriate way in AdSense, allowing providers to compare their products with other products, bringing consumers lower prices, better products. This is good. This is not evil. Now, surely Google should avoid censorship. And one of the toughest areas is the question of censorship. But the Chinese people are better off with Google in China slow-walking their cooperation with the Chinese government than having no Google in China and leaving China to Baidu and whatever local information sources are fully government approved. On the question of privacy, it's true that Gmail, basic search, Maps, Street View, all of these things challenge privacy. All of these things are challenges to privacy, but no more than any other apps that are available similarly. This is not a case that Google is evil. Perhaps it's a case that the internet is evil, but I don't think anybody here thinks that the internet is truly evil. Now, some say that Google's monopoly on search gives it so much power that this is inherently somehow evil. Well, Google has a sizable percentage of the search market. I think that's an admission I can make. But Google is a big company that's part of an information big bang that's far bigger. Google cannot control us finding out about things. Google cannot prevent criticisms of Google being made. Google's a big player, but the market is much, much bigger than Google. There's a more concerning evil that I want to point you to, and I know none of you indulge this, but some people who have problems with the way products and services are delivered do nothing but complain. That's the evil of apathy. If my colleagues at the far end of the table wish to characterize Google as evil, they should forswear the use of Google products and find the other products, which there are, and use those instead. Google's not evil. In fact, Google's not evil. Google's Evel Knievel. Google's high-flying. Google makes some mistakes. But Google is an American success story. Let me urge you once again to vote no on the proposition. Thank you.